Hello, 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 hello. What's up, guys? This MREO is probably the best play right now, in my opinion. MREO. Other than that, there's nothing really else running, to be honest with you guys, for now. There's no setup that I really do like. If I was to take a trade, this is the only trade that I do take, so I'm expecting this to run, so this looks good. Reason is the fan area support, it's in an uptrend, looking for it to break above 157, then hopefully push up to 175. We'll see what happens. YGMZ, this is still in the downtrend. Should never be entering this trade now. If you are, you should not be entering here. There's no reason to. Wait for it to break the downtrend or reclaim this 0.875. For me, I'm waiting for it to get at least above $1. If it gets above $1, then I'll watch for entries, but I'm not going to be entering the trade now. It's a complete gamble if you're trying to enter the trade now. TPST, falling wedge. This does look good. It's up currently 9%. I'm expecting this one to break out as well. Volume isn't quite there on it, but based off just technicals, this should break out and run. So this one looks like a possible entry. You can see it's fighting with this $4 psychological. It needs to get above that level for now. EXTO, there's nothing really going on with this too much. Don't like the price action on this. Just going to remove this off my watch list for now. But just mark that 680 level there, which is the high. FNGR, a lot of people are talking about this one on Twitter. Personally, not kind of my setup at the moment. There's no real entry for this at the moment since there's no volume. You want at least a green candle close above this 715 level. But ideally $8 is that level that you need to break first. YGMZ, yeah, YGMZ is just down. TPST, so yeah, let's see what this one does. This one is one that I do expect to break above, but we'll keep an eye on it. GNS back under $1, just move this here. It did try and go up a little bit this morning, but you can see these candles aren't the kind of volume that you want to be trading with. So, but you can keep it there and an eye on it because it is up a little bit. Personally, I would just wait for it to at least get above that 110 again for momentum. Otherwise, right now, it's just difficult to know what's going to happen on it. Most of the top gainers this morning are all sub $1 plays, which has been a kind of a theme for the last few months, which I've noticed. I personally don't trade them, so I avoid it. However, same setups and rules apply if you do trade them on them. So FNGR, I'll just remove this off my watch list for now. To be honest, I'm only kind of looking at TPST and MREO. This YGMZ, until it gets over $1, I'll watch it, but for now it's come all the way down. Pyrzo, just going to watch this one, I noticed, based off the news and what's happening with the war. So obviously, whatever news comes out will be dependent on this price action. We can see there is a double top here, 345. So if you're having a look here, it is that. There's your second double top, and there's the push back down, right? You should never be entering a trade where there's a double top or where it's coming down like this. Wait for it to break above. Otherwise, if you're trying to enter now, you don't know how much lower it's going to go. So in my opinion, just wait for it to break 345 if it does. If it doesn't, then don't enter. TPST. I like this TPST. These are my two top plays, TPST and MREO. Other than that, I wouldn't be touching anything else. Let's see what else is in the top gainers here. Oh, LQR, how's that looking? Yeah, so this one didn't even hold the falling wedge that I had marked. So we can edit this and just show the chart more clearly so we can see it is obviously in a downtrend now. Safe entries is obviously above 0.6 break. I wouldn't be trying to enter now. It's just very difficult to know what's going to happen with this. Non-American. I mean, it's trying to reverse right now as well, so just riskier entries obviously if you get in now, but it is up 147%. It is a top gainer this morning, so there is definitely a possibility that this will run again. I think it will. I just don't know when exactly it will. So you have your support here, the 5-minute candle. So you got a green 5-minute candle close, so you can see it pull back to a support level 0.39. Green candle close on the 5-minute, and now you can see it's trying to push to the upside. This is an indication that it is trying to reverse. More confirmation is a break above the trend line. And then obviously 0.6 break is that huge psychological level, right? So we have 0.6 here like that. You can just mark that level for now. But it looks like it is trying to reverse at the moment. So risky entries, obviously, if you get in now. Personally, I would wait for the downtrend break. Pierzo, this one's just going to be choppy today. I like this GRTS. For me, all I'm waiting for on this is just on a larger time frame. So here's the 4-hour. All I'm doing is simply just waiting for it to break above 250. If we can break above 250, that's great. That's when I'll start to look for possible entries. If it doesn't break 250, then I won't be entering the trade. I want to trade the stock when it's in an uptrend, not when it's in a downtrend. MLGO can't break out of this 420 level at the moment. 442 is that resistance there though. TUP, falling wedge on this one. Same thing with this, you can technically enter here within this chart pattern. Since it is pre-market, I won't be entering the trade now. I don't like the volume on it at the moment, but safe entries is about 240. Obviously risky entries are around here. Stop loss should be no more than below 1.96, I would say. Yeah, FNGR. This one's breaking down. Yeah, this is very, very, very bearish play. It's just getting dumped. I'm just going to remove this off my watch list. Doesn't look great at all. I expected this one to run a little earlier today. Clearly didn't have enough strength on that play. Which other one's moving? RDH. Let's have a look at this. So RDHL is obviously, this is a sub $1 play. There's most of these plays that are running right now are sub $1 plays. I just think it's the theme that's going on at the moment. So this is still downtrend, right? It is up 30%, which is great to see, but no entries on this. No one should be entering this trade at the moment with this setup. You need it to break above this trend line like this, retest and push to the upside. Here's your area of support for now. We'll see what if it can break above that. LXRX. Not much volume. What is this 52-week low here? 0.96. So 0.96 is the support level here. Resistance is like here. What is this? Oh, let's put $1 first. That's a psychological level, so we have that here. I'm gonna put this yellow actually. This will be 110 as the next, basically area support here. Your resistance is this here. So 133 is that big resistance level at the moment. So you needed to break above that. Why is it that level? Because it was an area of support before. We can see it was an area of resistance right here as well. So it needs to break above that. You need to break above, retest, and push to the upside. .45, and then I'll give you one more level. This 1.6. So 1.6 is the next level here on this. So I mean, obviously we can say that it's trying to break out of this resistance level here. So this right here, right? This level here, it's been resistance once, twice. Now it's trying to break above. Personally, I would wait for 133. As I mentioned, this area of resistance, so I would wait for 133. Does look like it is trying to reverse though. I will post this on Twitter so you can save it. LXRX. This is the 4-hour chart. So I'm just going to say it's a bullish chart, right? It's a possible reversal. But just all you need to do is just wait for that purple line to break above. Wait for 133 break above. There we go. Periods is down 19. Yeah, this is coming down. FNGR is coming down. There's really not any setups at the moment, guys, which is not good to see, but obviously we still have a lot of time till the market does open. It is only Monday as well, so just need to decide what the market wants to play out today. TPST is coming down, still in this falling wedge. Technically, it should still break out of this. Breaks below 385, it's coming all the way down to just 345. This is the only play that I would be in if I had to take a trade, but it's more of a forced trade because it doesn't tick all my boxes. However, this is the only setup that I would be in at the moment if you wanted to take a trade. GRTS, keep an eye on this one. Just on the larger time frame, it does look bullish. It's in a falling wedge. Once it broke out of this, I expect it to push to the upside. Sadly, it hasn't yet, so just gonna have to wait for that confirmation. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be entering the trade. This does not look good at all. It'll probably reverse towards open or a little bit after open, but at the moment I wouldn't be touching it. This is another bearish trade, down 26% on that. No problem, Michael. MNTS, can keep this one on watch. Actually looks pretty decent. I just mark the high here, which is 365, which is Friday's high. Simply just mark that high here. So it breaks above that, then that's where you want to start to look for entries because that's where it's broken the high, gives them momentum to the upside. There is actually some volume in this as well. The candles are looking good. Let me see. I'm going to add this to what I have it on my watch list. I'm just going to move this up here. It's up 5% right now, which is all right. This is a formal run as well, so that's why it'll be good to keep this one on watch for now. But no entries on this yet. I can say technically this is a bullish pennant. I like this last 1 hour candle here, but I know it's just kind of, I know it's about to close in 10 minutes, so this is good. Yeah, it's looking, this chart's looking very good. I would keep this one on real watch list for sure. So we have an area of support is this, $3. And then all the way down here, 230. So this is a bullish chart pattern. For those who don't know what a bullish pennant is, just go onto Google and type it in. This is what it'll look like, and it'll show you that you expect it to break to the upside. I will post this one on Twitter as well because I know someone just asked for it. So here's the chart. MNTS 1 hour chart. So bullish pennant is the pattern. Expecting break above. Just look for 365 reclaim. And this MNTS. If you guys have any other tickets, feel free to post them in the chat. I'll be here for another 5-10 minutes or so. Then I'm going to head into the Discord. Right now, there's not really any setups at the moment. It is only Monday, so I don't really expect too much to happen. However, we will see what happens a little later on today. But the only three kind of setups I do like is TBST, MREO, and MNTS. For those who just joined as well, if you could do me a favor and like the stream up, I'd really appreciate it. And also subscribe if you have not done so. Yeah, this YGMZ does not look good. It's a huge dump. We need a 5-minute candle close on this. It's not really doing anything at the moment. BTTX. Very, very choppy chart. I know it is up 60%. I saw it. I know it's in the top gainers, but with these ones, right, it's very, very simple and easy to do technical analysis on this, because all you do is look at the larger time frame and say, okay, what's happening? You don't really know what's happening, right? All you know with the price action of this, it's doing this, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. There's no trend, clear trend where the stock is going in an uptrend like that, or if the stock is clearly in a downtrend, right? So that means if you don't know which direction it's going, then you don't enter the trade. Why are you going to enter a trade if you don't know which direction it's going to go, right? So rather wait for it to break key level. So if it does break this level, what do you expect to happen? You expect it to continue and push to the upside. If it does not break this level, trading within this level right now, the zone here, you can say, I guess here, it's too difficult to understand what's going to happen, right? For me personally, I just look at a chart very simple and easy, because if I'm trying to enter a trade here, it's very difficult. Yes, if you try to enter here, it is a possibility that it'll continue up. Why? Because it's up 64%. It's got momentum to the upside since pre-market, right? So that's why you do expect it to continue to run. However, if you're trying to enter now, just remember it's a very, very risky entry here. That's it. So there's no clear direction on this, right? So I personally wouldn't be entering this trade right now. If you wanted to, more than welcome to, but as far as I see it, just very difficult to understand what's going to happen. 0.5 is your big psychological level. If it holds that into open, then that'll be good, but obviously right now it's just difficult to say what's going to happen. I'll post this on Twitter for you, and then I'll do that Femi chart for you, Mohammed. This is BTTX for our chart. So we can say it's a bullish setup, right? Reason is because it's up 65%. Personally, I would wait for break above high day, which is, or not high day, above 0.660. Key support level is that 0.50, right? It's a huge psychological level. What is a psychological level? It's just the levels that have basically like the whole numbers, like 0.5, 0.2, 500, 0.100, 0.300, those kind of levels, right? Let's see what else is moving here. MREO. Nothing, no clear direction on that. MNTS. Oh, let me look at this Femi. Sorry. I don't like this stock anymore. It's just keeps going lower and lower and lower every time I've seen it. I'm assuming you are in this and you haven't sold it. That's what I'm assuming. Very bearish chart at the moment. If you are looking for entries, there is no entries. For me, at least. I don't see any setup on this. Wait for the trend reversal to happen, meaning wait for the trend to break above this and then start to push to the upside like this, right? If you're trying to enter now, it's very, very difficult to know when is it going to go up. I don't know, right? Probably the safest entries would be if it holds $1, then maybe push up, but trying to enter now is not a good idea. If you are in it, I would cut my losses no more than 5%. If you're down more than 5%, I'm not too sure. I just wouldn't be in the trade personally. Femi just doesn't look good. Here's your setups. 125 is your area of support. Hopefully it pushes back up over this. 188 is that area of resistance for now on this Femi. I'm not going to post this chart on Twitter just because I don't like the setup much. So yeah, I would just avoid this trade for now. It hasn't reversed since that big run up at all. RXT, another clear example about this chart. Look what's happening. Just zoom out of the chart, right? So go to the daily. What's happening on the daily? Downtrend, right? We don't enter on downtrends. We don't trade stocks that are on a downtrend. Why? Because we don't know when it will reverse. So here's another example. If you go to the 4 hour, we can see that it's still very bearish. Look at this. Downtrend. Wait for the trend to reverse, meaning waiting for this to break above here, retest, and start to go in an uptrend. So I personally wouldn't be entering this trade yet. Yeah, so there's nothing really going on too much with this, to be honest. $1 is your psychological level. You can mark that very easily. At the moment, you have 130, which is the area of support here. But bearish, bearish, bearish. Low volume, downtrend, just difficult to know what's happening with this, right? So always look for trades, guys. Don't try and jump buy a play that you think will run or try and find a hidden gem stock. It just makes it very difficult for yourself to trade. If you are trying to learn and trade basically how I do, because a lot of you guys ask how, just simply trade the stocks that have high volume, the ones that are in the top gainers, the ones that are moving and have the most volatility. Okay, the reason is because they respect trend lines more. It's a lot easier for them to respect the trade setups more than having a trade with low volume at the moment. So that's why I would just kind of avoid these setups at all costs. Unless you know for long-term purposes you like the trade setup or something, then that's fine. But if you're looking to day trade, this isn't kind of a day trade setup. Do you have to wait for TPS to retest resistance now and then wait for another green candle to close above the resistance to enter? Oh, TPST. Where's TPST? So TPST, like I mentioned with this, right? Zubair, I'm not sure if you've joined the live this seminars. I mean, it's not seminar. Sorry, the pre-market that I do on YouTube here is every single setup that I take, that I post on my Twitter. Okay, I expect them to go up, right? It doesn't mean buy the stock, right? You have to manage your risk, and you need to make sure that you have a maximum of 5% stop loss on all the trades that I post. They're not even trades, they're just charts basically. I personally have no larger than a 3% stop loss. You can have whatever stop loss you want, but make sure you have one. Okay, where do you enter in this trade? Me personally, I trade within the chart pattern, meaning I would enter the trade now. Does that mean buy the stock now? That does not mean buy the stock now. But if this was an intraday play, I would be entering the stock now. I like to trade within the chart pattern, so I would enter here and hopefully it breaks out. According to this chart pattern, it's a bullish chart pattern. You expect this to break above. So that's the only reason why I'd be entering it, because it is a bullish chart pattern. I'm expecting it to break out as what it's supposed to do, right? So some people like to play when it breaks out of it. Some people like to trade when it's down here, when it's within. There's all different ways you can trade setups, right? There's no one best strategy. It's just whatever suits you. For me personally, I like to just wait for it to simply, I would normally enter the trade here. I like it just below this $4 psychological level. I like how we get 2 5-minute green candle closes. I'm expecting this to reverse and push and break up to the upside. That's simple. If you want to know more about how I trade as well, you'll feel free to join the Discord. I will teach you guys how I trade every single day. Shows you my setups, reasonings, and all that kind of stuff. So here's the link as well if you want to join. TANH, yeah, this is a China edgy play. So this runs with Got You as well. So these are China edgy plays. I don't know what news this has as TANH, but yeah, China play. Same with this though, Michael, if you see this chart, right? I know it's up 17%. which is fine, which is great. But just at the moment, where do you enter? I have no idea right now because there's no clear direction. The only entry that I would try and take is if it breaks above this high candle. At the moment, trying to enter it now is very difficult, that's all. Voice alerts. I don't do, not voice. We basically do live. It's so whatever trade I get in, I let you guys know straight away. So I'm in a stock at a certain price, right? Here's your stop loss. Here's your first target. And then you basically get in the stock if you want to. Live trading I do on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, where you literally see my screen like this and I tell you when I get in a stock. So live trading, you just see me sharing my screen like this and getting in the trades. Monday and Tuesday is basically me just giving the alerts with myself and Hassie with our trades. Yeah, tell as well, that's it. Yeah, these China edgy plays are up, I noticed. I don't know what's going on, if there's anything in China going or what the news is on that. MNTS. But Zubair, it's just live. It's basically live alerts. Like I'll say, okay, guys, I'm in a trade, and then you guys can get in. That's kind of how it is. I don't have a voice. The voice, I guess, the live trading is on Wednesday through Friday. What's happening with this TPST? All right, I'm gonna go with my watches quickly, and then I'm gonna head into the Discord, guys. So obviously, the first setup I like is this one here, TPST. The only reason why we're getting in this is simply just trusting the fact that it's a bullish chart pattern. Area of support is 385, breaks below that, you have 345, okay? You need this to obviously break above, but entering here is a little more riskier. It is pre-market as well, so, but it is up 6%, we'll see what it does do. MREO, I'm expecting this one to run, the volume isn't quite there at the moment, but if we can break above 157, we should push up for this 175 next. MNTS, I like this setup on a larger time frame on the 1 hour. It's a bullish pennant, so I expect this to break above and push to 365. Pirzo, this is not looking too good at the moment. 345 is that level that you want to break above, right? So that is all I have for today on these charts. Nothing else really setting up for me. I don't trade the sub $1 plays, but I know some of them are there in the top gainers. So keep an eye out on those as well. So I appreciate you guys for joining. Hopefully tomorrow there will be a better pre-market, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks again for joining, guys, and I